Going live. Johnny 5 is alive. What's going on, guys? Tully Television back up in here on your Thursday night stream, 8 p.m. Eastern. What's going on, guys? I hope I can find everyone in great spirits today. I hope everyone is enjoying their October so far. I hope everyone's enjoying their day, their week, their year. A lot of craziness goes on in the world these days, and I hope that we can all find a little bit of solace, so to speak. Before we get into it tonight, I want to thank everybody who's been stopping by, liking, sharing, commenting, doing all that beautiful YouTube stuff. I hope that I can earn your subscription today. If I have yet to earn it, you hit that red subscribe bar down below. You hit that bell notification so you never miss an episode of Tully Television coming at you. Now today we're going to be talking uh, more horror movies. More horror movies. Um, I recently finished up. I recently finished up the movie uh, *Malignant*. *Malignant* is a movie that was made by James Wan, written and directed by James Wan. Um, there's writing credits that go to Ingrid Biscu and Akela Cooper. Akela, Akela Cooper. Stars Annabelle Wallis as Madison Mitchell, Maddie Hassan as Sydney Lake, her sister in the movie, George Young as Kika Shaw, and Miko Brianne White as Regina Moss. This movie made this movie was made for $40 million, and has had a disappointing box office, believe it or not, considering it's a James Wan movie. Only making $32 million at the box office so far. Um, it's been out a little bit over a month. Um, it's on HBO Max. I think it's or was on HBO Max. I think it's done now on the app for now. Um, I personally liked the movie a lot. I thought that the movie was pretty badass, and um, I'm kind of surprised it didn't do well in the box office. But with the box office, with how it is recently, the last couple of years, what have you, it's been a weird time for movies. I wonder if we didn't have the Cactus 99 going around, how this movie would have did in the theaters. Because, like I said, James Wan is usually pretty stellar when it comes to these type of movies. I mean, even when he's not doing horror movies, he did Aquaman, and that brought in $1 billion. I mean, Aquaman, $1 billion. Aquaman. Okay, so the movie starts off with some sort of person in a medical facility that's going a bit nuts and trying to kill people, and like the nurses and orderlies and what have you. And there's going to be spoilers ahead of time of this on this movie. I'm going to tell you now. It's going to be spoilers, so be prepared for spoilers. Um, yeah. So this person goes uh, buggy, bumper, bugger, whatever, in this facility, killing the orderlies and nurses and what have you. And they were able to finally uh, get the being the person in place, because they're about to do surgery, and the female doctor turns around and says, it's time to take out the cancer. And then she, goes and, well, it wasn't that creepy, but it was like, time to take out the cancer. And then she went to go do something, and that's when the credits started. Then we get to all these years later, how they do these time jumps, 20 years later, what have you. And we see Madison. I want to make sure I get the names right here, because I want to do it because I want to do it because right. Annabelle Wallace's character, Madison Mitchell. All right, she she lives with her husband, and she's a nurse, and there's an incident in which she's pregnant too at the time when the movie starts, and so she comes home from work and uh, goes on with her night, and she wakes her husband up who's sleeping, and they get into talking and stuff, and he went. It seems like they had a history of not getting along in the past, and he went to go touch her belly, and she turned around and she swatted his hand away, and was like, don't touch her, meaning the baby. And then what he did was there's some really crazy scenes in this movie, all right, that really were like, whoa, jarring. Um, he winds up punching her in the stomach and pushing her really hard against the wall, and um, she falls down to the floor. And as she's getting up, she notices like the back of her head has been cut open, like split open, and she just lays there and cries. And then the husband goes down and sleeps on the couch. All right, he tries to apologize to her through the locked door, and that doesn't work out too well. Which good. I'm glad she didn't break down. But he goes down to sleep on the couch, and during the night he kind of gets disturbed in his sleep, and he gets up to look around. And as he's walking around the house, he goes back to the living room where the TV's on, and he thinks he sees someone sitting on the couch. And so when he puts the light on, it seems like whoever was sitting on the couch